Hello everyone, my name is Shine. Today I am reacting to another highly requested song from his 2018, his recent concert. This is Hua Chenyu's Bullfighting. So I'm gonna actually get to the introduction. I'm reading this from the description of Hua Chenyu English subs. So do bear with me. If you want to skip it, I'll put a time to skip to. Probably here, just so if you don't want to listen to this, just get straight to the reaction. So, during Mars' concert at the Bird's Nest on September 8th, 2018 in Beijing, Hua Chenyu shared the process of composing Bullfighting with the audience. So he says, quote, "At first I wrote the main verse and part B that I really liked, but I just couldn't get the chorus right. I wrote many versions but rejected them all as I wrote them. After a whole day of futile attempts at composing, I thought, I don't want to write anymore. If I keep forcing myself to compose, the outcome will be terrible, so I let myself rest. I went to sleep. When I woke up the next day, I started writing again to see if I got any inspiration. Without any inspiration, I went back to sleep and then woke up to start composing again. I kept trying to find an inspiration. If there was no inspiration, I would go back to sleep. So it took me a long time and I had composed many versions. Because it's very much a rock song, so when I wrote the chorus, I kept thinking about how to make it more and more explosive. But I thought I had gotten trapped in an endless cycle. So in the end, one day, I had an epiphany. I thought that I shouldn't limit myself to the fixed norm of music. So I changed my direction and started to tell a story of how to conduct bullfighting." End quote. On September 9th, 2018, Hua Chenyu further explained a little bit about his original intent in composing bullfighting. Quote, "I said that this year I have been leaning towards composing songs about love for mankind. Actually, this song today, Bullfighting, is also telling a story full of love. Nowadays, when we're doing many things, maybe it's because the time is advancing too fast and the economy is also advancing too fast, many of us would ignore the sense of rituals in this developing process. So I think that bullfighting is actually describing this phenomenon. From the surface, from a shallow understanding of the lyrics, it seems like it's just talking about the bullfighting process. But it actually hopes that with a heart full of love, people can love themselves, love others around them, and even forgive enemies." Oof. I've also been told this song is something that will really surprise me. So I'm actually really excited for this. So let's just get right into it. This is Bullfighting by Hua Chenyu. I'm looking at the official edited version. So yeah. Without further ado, this is Hua Chenyu with Bullfighting. Here we go. Okay. I wasn't expecting that, oh my god. Ooh. Ooh. Whoa. Whoa. Jeez, the backup vocals though. The backup singers. Whoa. What the f- Y'all were not kidding when he said I was gonna be blown away by this. Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, the beginning I was not expecting that at all, which is why I was so shocked. Like, and then the whole song as you progress, like as you look at the lyrics and everything, you know, you see like this song could be about, you know, looking at bullfighting, but like not looking at it by the matador's perspective, but rather a bull's perspective. That's how I see it, is because like he's saying the bull sounds. So I would assume that, you know, he's kind of talking in like, kind of like the bull, but kind of also in like third person. No, not third. No, I'd rather like say like he was kind of talking like the bull, you know, just doing everything, just witnessing everything, and then towards the end in his rap, he talks about, you know, life is a cycle, you know, kindness. Oh, what was that line? It was like something about kindness. If you guys are not aware, bulls are actually like the kindest animals, unless they're provoked, which is what they do in bullfighting. So like, in a way, this is kind of like saying you're like peaceful until provoked, I guess you can say. Oh gosh, what was that line? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Following a kind nature, the last pride and the chance of the victory of mankind. I don't know, just looking at that line, following our kind nature, kind of, you know, like I said, like bulls are actually like really kind, really nice animals. They do not attack you at all unless they are provoked. Which is what, not the matadors, but the guys who appear, I think it's not the matadors. I don't know how bullfighting works, but I know that, there's some guys that stick, like little spears or something in the bulls, and like what the matadors do is just like provoke him with the cape or whatnot. I don't know how bullfighting works, so don't quote me on that. So it's just like saying that, you know, with your kind nature, where am I going with this? Where am I going with this? Because the next line of it is weird, which is like, you know, the last pride and the chance of the victory of mankind. Like, last pride and chance, which is saying that, like, if we are kind to one another, you know, mankind can, have, you know, can be proud of themselves, have one last victory, if we follow that kind nature, I guess you can say. It's kind of complicated because this whole song is very interesting. Like, the whole, like, up until before the rap part, it's kind of, you know, kind of talking in, like, a bull's perspective, you know, seeing what he goes through day in, day out. And what strikes me the most is that line that is always repeated. Wildness bears the purity of the soul or its recklessness. So, like, someone's wild nature can reveal how pure they are, perhaps how kind they are, or how reckless they are, I guess you can say. I don't know if I'm just diving just way too deep into it, or if that's kind of like the intention of it. But yeah, I really like this song because it's very interesting the kind of take it takes on. Like I read in the description, you know, he said that he realizes that, you know, we're doing many things. Maybe it's because the time is advancing too fast. The economy also is advancing too fast. A lot of us ignore the sense of rituals and, like, the developing process of, like, what's happening around them. So he thought that bullfighting describes everything, and, like, how I saw the lyrics. He said, from the surface, from a shallow understanding of the lyrics, it seems like it's talking about the bullfighting process, which it does, but I see it as him talking about, like, the bullfighting process in the perspective of a bull. But he said that it actually hopes that with a heart full of love, people can love themselves, love others around them, and forgive their enemies. So that kind of, it definitely does give off that kind of, what it does show his message if you, like, dive really deep into it. Because in context, like I said, bulls are really kind animals. They do not attack you. There's an experiment done, a video done with, like, there's a bunch of students standing in a ring where bulls usually fight, and they just release the bulls on them. Normally you would, like, freak out, right? But, like, the bulls literally went around the students. They did not hurt them, they did not attack them, they didn't do anything. So, like, bulls in itself are really gentle, like, really kind animals, do not attack. I guess not unless they're, like, provoked. So it's just, like, kind of taking that kind nature of an animal, seeing what they go through every day, and turning it around, just, you know, be kind to others, be kind to yourself, maybe forgive those who have done you harm in the past, and you might be, I guess, that last victory, last pride of mankind. I don't know if this makes sense, but that's kind of like my interpretation of it after reading the description and everything. But dude, Hua Chenyu, whenever it comes to his songs, he always has good songs, or from at least the ones I've heard so far, that are his original composings, not like covers or anything. But still, regardless, even if they're covers, he places them very carefully and does it so well. Like, I don't remember the last one I did, but, like, there was one where he combined two songs, and like that still sent out a message that he wanted people to know about. So that's what I like about Hua Chenyu, is that whether it's his songs or if it's like a meaningful cover, he always finds a way to put a message within whatever he does, unless he does covers, you know, just for fun and whatnot. But I know like most of the stuff I've heard so far does have some sort of message in it, and it's really amazing to me how well he delivers it. So yeah, all in all, simply put, I know this is pretty long. I really love this. I was really surprised at the beginning, really surprised at the different kind of like variations of and style within this song, and people were right. I was really surprised by this song, and I can see why a lot of people really wanted me to check this out. And I'm, you know, excited again to check out whatever else people have requested and have you know, linked to me and whatnot. So I will definitely be getting to those soon. But you know, wow, bullfighting, wow, just wow. I was really surprised with this one. So yeah, more Hua Chenyu videos are on the way. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.